Evergreen is filled with an incredibly diverse population. There are a huge amount of artists in this community. Right in their own backyard is this incredible, intimate space built with love. And I mean really built with love.
I remember the very first time I walked into this building, I could feel the history. You step onto the stage and you think about all of the people that have walked across those boards over the last 90 years. All of the things that have happened, all the way from church music to theater. It's just unbelievable, the neat, wonderful things that have happened. If the boards in the stage or the walls could talk, they could tell you so much of the history of this area just from the things that have happened right here in this building.
It's a place for growth, not only in theater, but in community, because that's what theater really is ultimately, is a place for people to gather together and meet people who are like-minded, who want to do the same thing, who want to express themselves on the stage and want to tell stories and who want to enrich other people's lives.
And it's just a place where everybody can go and come together and just have fun.
Been around and has inspired a lot of people, and it's just something that everybody can look forward to on a weekend, you know. Grab some dinner and go to a show.
It's so much a center of the Evergreen community, whether it's people coming to see the shows or whether you're in them or you're directing them. It just really brings together a passion in the community. It's the heart of the musical and theatrical community, and it's important that it stays here.
Center Stage will be here for a long time just because of its historical value, not just that, but sentimental value that it has to a lot of the locals around here.
The very first musical that I did with the Evergreen Chorale was Oklahoma. During the dream sequence, there's a fight scene that happens. One of the Sunday matinees, the young man playing Curly, who was Ben Coffey, forgot to pull his head as I was about to hit him on the jaw, and I actually connected. And it was so loud that three little old ladies in the front row went,
So we're doing the press photos for Parallel Lives, you know, where we wear wings, only wings. Of course, tastefully done, so you wouldn't actually see anything. But in order to accomplish this, because of what we happened to be wearing, we had to, you know, we cleared everybody out of the theater except for Ellen, who was shooting pictures, and Gail and I had on our wings and nothing else. We were going like this, and all of a sudden the side door flies open, and this wedding party starts marching into the theater. And we're like, oh, hello.
Oops. In one of ECC's winter concerts, I was a dancing reindeer, and I love being a dancing reindeer. I've done it twice. So we were just going on stage, and a couple of people's reindeer headbands fell off. One little kid, it was her first year here, so she tried to pick it up.
With Once Upon a Mattress, like I think the whole run of that show in general was a very special experience. Not many people can say that they've been involved with a production that have had 9 performances with 9 standing ovations to go along with that. I'd have to say that that run in general was probably the best thing that has ever happened to me or everybody else that was involved with that show.
Christine, my singing teacher, likes having me sing on the stage there because it always, even if there's no audience, just standing on the stage, it gives you kind of it makes you nervous. So I remember when I first auditioned for Evergreen Chorale for the Christmas show, I went up on that stage and I sang, and it was such a good experience.
it's more than just performing on the stage. It's conversations you have in the green room and in the dressing rooms that you remember and that you associate with this place. And when you go back there, all those memories come flooding back, and it's a great experience.
It means a lot to me. It's the first theater I've ever worked at in Evergreen. First show that Lisa and I saw here was The Foreigner, and I remember thinking, this is an amazing space.
It's important that it stays here, and it's important that it keeps enriching children's lives and people's lives throughout ages, because it's so important to so many people.
A lot of kids associate the best part of their childhood with Evergreen Children's Chorale, and some of the best parts of their adulthood with productions with the chorale, and that's going to be gone if Center Stage is gone. Don't take that away from them.
And there are a lot of kids, I think, who find their community moving forward into the world and find their sense of self and their sense of place by doing a show in junior high and realizing that, you know, all those things that make them feel so out of place in school actually are helpful in theater, and people applaud their talent instead of calling them weird.
The kid needs to have an extension outside of school. This space has been providing that for many years, and it's doing so in a way that I just think is beyond words for many families.
If I were describing Center Stage to someone who had never been here, if I were describing it physically, I'd say you look for this really cool old building that looks like it's a theater that's been there for years, because it has. It is a piece of the mountain community. It looks like it belongs here. But if I were describing what Center Stage does to people, I'd say look for the center, the heart of Evergreen, and that's what it is.